up-to-date list of the committees of this Congress now sitting, about to sit, or just having sat. A committee formed to investigate a complaint made against the quality of yeast manufactured at Mr. Henry Pendleton's mill, designated as the Yeast Committee. A committee formed to consider the most effective method of dealing with spies, designated as the Spies Committee. A committee formed to think, perhaps to do, but in any case to gather, to meet, to confer, to talk, and perhaps even to resolve that each rifle regiment be allowed at least one drum and one fife attached to each company, designated as the Drum and Fife Committee. A committee formed to...
Just look at it, Doctor. Democracy. What Plato called a charming form of government filled with variety and disorder. I never knew Plato had been to Philadelphia.
McNair! Open that damn window.
I want to show you some cards I went and had printed up. I want to save everybody here a whole lot of time and effort considering the epidemic of bad disposition that's going around here lately. They say, dear sir, you are without a doubt a rogue, a rascal, a villain, a thief, a scoundrel, and a mean, dirty, stinking, sniveling, stinking, pocket-picking, thrice double-damn, no-good son of a bitch. And then you sign your name. What do you think?
Stephen, I'll take a dozen right now.
A committee formed to answer all congressional correspondence, designated as the Congressional Correspondence Committee.
Franklin, enough socializing. There is work to be done.
Good morning, John.
What? Oh, good morning. Good morning. Now then, let's get to it.
Let's get to what?
Unanimity, of course. Look at that board. 6 days to win over in little more than a week.
A committee formed to consider the problem of counterfeit money, designated as the Counterfeit Money Committee.
All right, where do we start?
Delaware. It's a sad thing to find her on the wrong side after all of this time. Any news up, Rodney?
McKean is back.
Thomas!
A committee formed to study the causes of our military defeat in Canada, designated as the Military Defeat Committee.
How did you leave Caesar? Is he still alive?
Aye, but the journey to Dover was fearful hard on him. He never complained, but I could see that the poor man was suffering.
But you got him safely home.
I did, but I doubt he'll ever set foot out of it again.
That leaves you and Reed split down the middle. Will he come over?
I don't know. He's a stubborn little snot.
Then work on him. Keep at him until you wear him down.
But face facts, John. If Reed were the only one standing in the way, it wouldn't be so bad. But look for yourself, man. Maryland, Pennsylvania, the entire South. It's impossible.
It's impossible if you all stand around here complaining about it. Now, to work, McKean. One foot in front of the other.
I believe I put it a better way. Never put off until tomorrow.
Oh, shut up, Franklin.
What good will it do, John? You know Dickinson. They'll never give in. And you haven't heard the last one Ruffins yet either.
Never mind them. Your job is George Reed. Talk him deaf if you have to, but bring us back Delaware.
There's a simple way. This'll break the tie.
All right, who's next?
A committee formed to keep secrets, designated as the Secrets Committee.
Pennsylvania and Maryland. I suggest you get your own house in order while I take a crack at old bacon face over there. Look at him stuff himself. Ah, Chase! How about it, Chase? When are you coming to your senses?
Please, Mr. Adams, no, eating.
Mr. Wilson, it's time to assert yourself. When you were a judge, how the hell did you ever make a decision?
The decisions I made were based on legality and precedence. But here there is no legality and certainly no precedence.
Because it's a new idea, you clot! We'll be setting our own precedent!
No, Mr. McKean, no, no, no! There be lies, Reed. You came into this world screaming no, and you're determined to leave the same way.
Come on, Chase. Congress is waiting on you. America is waiting. waiting. The entire world is... Wait. Is that kidney pie?
Leave me alone, Mr. Adams. You're wasting your time. If I thought we could win this war, I'd be at the front of your ranks. But you must know it is completely impossible. You've heard General Washington's dispatches. His army has fallen completely apart.
Washington is exaggerating the situation in order to arouse this torpid Congress into action. Why, as chairman of the War Committee, I can tell you for a fact that the army has never been in better shape. Never have troops been more cheerful. Never have soldiers been more resolute. Never have spirit and training and discipline been more spirited. And never... Oh, good God. Now...
May we have your ears, gentlemen. Mr. Thompson has a dispatch.
From the Commander, Army of the United Colonies, in New York, dispatch number 1157. To the Honorable Congress, John Hancock, President. Dear Sir, it is with the utmost despair that I must report to you the confusion and disorder that reign in every department. The Continental soldier is as nothing ever seen in this or any other century. He is a misfit, ignorant of hygiene, destructive, disorderly, and totally disrespectful of rank. Only this last is understandable, as there is an incredible reek of stupidity amongst the officers. The situation is most desperate at the New Jersey training ground in New Brunswick, where every able-bodied whore in the colonies has assembled. There are constant reports of drunkenness, desertion, foul language, naked bathing in the Raritan River, and an epidemic of the French disease. I have declared the town off limits to all military personnel, with the exception of officers. I beseech the Congress to dispatch the War Committee to this place in the hope of restoring some of the order and discipline we need to survive. Your obedient, G. Washington.
That man could plus a hyena.
Well, Mr. Adams, you're chairman of the War Committee. Do you feel up to whoring, drinking, deserting, and New Brunswick?
There must be some mistake. I have an aunt who lives in New Brunswick.
You must tell her to keep up the good work. Come, Mr. Adams. You must see that it is hopeless. Let us recall General Washington and disband the Continental Army before we are overwhelmed.
Oh yes, the English would like that, wouldn't they?
Why not ask them yourselves? They ought to be here any minute.
Mr. Adams, when they hang you, make sure you put in a good word for the rest of us.
Face facts, Mr. Adams. A handful of drunk and disorderly recruits against the entire British Army, the finest musketmen on earth. How can we win? How can we even hope to survive?
Answer me straight, Chase. If you thought that we could beat the Redcoats, would Maryland say yay to independence?
Well, I suppose.
No supposing, Chase. Would you? Or wouldn't you?
Very well, Mr. Adams. Yes, we would.
Then come with me to New Brunswick and see for yourself.
Sure. Are you mad?
You heard what Washington said. It's a shambles up there.
They're pushing you into it, Johnny.
What do you say, Chase?
Go ahead, Sam. Sounds as lively as hell up there. Very well, and maybe it'll be Mr. John Adams who comes to his senses.
Mr. President, the War Committee will heed General Washington's request. A party consisting of myself, Mr. Chase, and Dr. Franklin will leave immediately.
Is that satisfactory with you, Dr. Franklin?
Wake up, Franklin. We're going to New Brunswick.
Like hell I am. What for?
The drinking and the
We've no time to lose. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right.
Mr. McNair, all this talk of independence has left a certain foulness in the air. My friends and I would appreciate it if you could open some windows.
And what about the floors?
The windows, Mr. McNair?
Close the windows, open the windows, sweet Jesus!